Hey everybody, this is Nick, and in this video I wanted to share with you how I almost lost a $4,000 per month client completely, but I was able to transition them back into a $2,000 per month. I was able to save a $4,000 per month client, and the way that I was able to do that was by properly being able to communicate what a short-term marketing strategy is and a long-term marketing strategy. And just by knowing that, just by knowing what those are and how to deliver the messaging behind that, I'm actually able to close a lot more sales with my customers and identify what types of marketing services that they are really into, and also keep their expectations of me at very low. So when I come in with great results, they're always really happy. But if I come in with medium or average results for whatever reason, then they're never let down, right? Because it's important to set the customer's expectation. And I do apologize if there's any background noise right now. I'm on the east side of Maui, so I'm on the Hana side, and I've been doing a little change of scenery so I could kind of shift my focus and get energized in terms of content and creating stuff. So anyway, while I was out here, I had a customer reach out who we were doing SEO for and request to cancel the SEO portion of what we were doing. Now, to give you a little backstory on this customer, they are a local cosmetic company here. They create like sunscreen and lotion with the ingredients that Maui has to offer, right? Like kukui nuts and coconut oil and all those types of things, because we are a tropical island. We got a lot of those amazing ingredients. So they create those types of products, and they are almost always selling all of their products to brick and mortar businesses here. And those brick and mortar businesses here deal with tourists. So with the pandemic and the mandatory 14-day quarantine that any tourist needs to go through when they come to Hawaii, we've really lost all tourists, right? Nobody wants to do that because they have to stay quarantined for 14 days upon arriving here. So the economy here has been shaken up massively because we are reliant upon tourism as our number one economy driving industry. So with that being shifted, this customer reached out to me and said, hey, how can we do more online sales? What can we do differently to be more online focused? And what I did was help set them up with an e-commerce store. So we are making more sales online. They also requested to do SEO. They wanted to show up in Google search for different search terms when people looked for them organically. Now, those of you that know SEO know that if somebody is looking to get customers and sales, quickly, like they have to pay their rent and their bills, then SEO is not really the best strategy to prescribe to them. What you should be prescribing to them is something that's a short-term marketing strategy, like running ads, because I can turn ads on basically overnight and have sales and customers coming in. So they will get a return on that investment pretty quickly. Whereas with search engine optimization, we are reliant on Google to see our changes and test what we have done and rank us in a different place in their search engine results. And we always tell our customers it's a 3 to 6 month process in a more competitive industry, even sometimes longer. So when this customer said, hey, we want to transition from doing SEO. We just can't afford to do long-term marketing right now. And we know that last month you guys were able to do a great paid advertising campaign with us. So we're going to stay on with the paid advertising campaign, but we want to cancel the SEO portion of our retainer. And so because I see the mindset that they have there, I mean, it's coming from a scarcity mindset, right? Where they're afraid of spending that money in SEO because they're not making money immediately. But what they really should have asked was to reallocate that money into the paid advertising campaign. Because think about these numbers. We spent $2,000 last month in paid advertising and pulled in $14,000. That is a 600% ROI in a one month timeline. So because they asked to just cancel the SEO, it was my job as a consultant to figure out what their goals are. I said, what are you guys trying to do? Do you just not have the money in general or what? Because it looks like our paid advertising campaign is doing really well. And having a closer look at the data I can see that we were able to spend your advertising budget pretty quickly. If there was, if we weren't able to spend that advertising budget, then I wouldn't make the recommendation to increase their paid advertising campaign. But because we were able to spend it quickly, that tells me that there is a demand bigger than what we are supplying them with in terms of the ad budget. So if there are more clicks to be had that are out there and we're getting a 600% ROI, why not reallocate that SEO budget to the Google ad spend? And that's actually exactly what I pitched and what we talked about and what we are going to do. So I was able to transition in from losing my SEO retainer and just move it over to a different marketing service. And that is how I saved that. And just knowing how I do the short-term and long-term discussion with my customers by figuring out what their goals are in part of our onboarding process, I'm able to make sure that the services that we provide are the ones that they really need, because oftentimes business owners don't really know what's out there. They don't know what's available to them. They just know, I need customers today, I need customers tomorrow, or I know that my competition is here and I need to go there to get in front of my competition. What vehicle can you give me to do that? What weapon do you have in the war chest that you can give me that is going to give me those sales today, tomorrow, or whatever timeline it is that they're looking for? And so being an offline shark, being a member of my community, you have all these tools in your war chest, and you need to be able to properly prescribe which one your customer needs. And you do that by discovering what their goals are. So it's very simple to do, right? You just have a conversation, you ask, hey, what are your goals? Are you trying to get more customers tonight, tomorrow? Or are you looking to build your asset? Do you have a little more disposable income that you can sink into a marketing budget that may not give you fruit from planting seeds today? So over time, those plants will generate fruit that you can actually eat. And that's how SEO works, right? You plant a seed and over time it creates fruit, and that is how your business benefits from it. So really, that is your goal, that is your job, to figure out what their goals are and how to properly fulfill those goals by your services. And the more of those goals that you can help fulfill, that really just means the more problems you can solve, which means the more money you can charge and the more customers you can get. So solving these problems online for these business owners is how we make money. And using this long-term, short-term marketing strategy angle when discussing your goals is how you can actually effectively communicate what to prescribe your customers. So that's it for this video. If you got any value out of it all, please smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the little bell notification icon so you know when I put out more awesome content just like this. I'm posted up here for about 3 weeks, so I'm gonna be inspired to create a lot more content, and you'll wanna know when I put that content out, because I'm just gonna be thinking on it, and as my customers come in and message me and my team and everything else, I'm gonna share that information with you. So that's it. Please let me know if you have any questions in the comments below. I will respond to every single question, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.